So I hear a lot online about always use a step file over an STL file when it comes to quality, because it uses a totally different algorithm to slice and print objects. So I'm just going to show you guys what happens, or the difference between STL and step files when you export them from Fusion 360. And I'm going to use high resolution print or export from STL file, and I'm going to use the only export function you have for step files in Fusion 360. Please note there may be other softwares who can export step files better, but I'm just going to show you because there's a lot of Fusion 360 users out there who may be a little bit confused of quality settings and what they actually get. So the base difference is that the way the step files and STL files generate the data that's supposed to make up the 3D model. But I'm just going to show you, in this case I have exported every single part as step files. I'll show you here. So the step file is consisting of 4 files, these ones, and a STL file is high resolution exported from Fusion 360 are these ones. So I start always with loading the bottom gold or the gold bottom, and then I import the other parts on top of it to have a perfect alignment. Now this only works in OrcaSlicer because Bamboo Studio doesn't support that same one, at least that I know. I tried to do it and it didn't fail. I have a different video on that. You can read that later. Watch the other video for that. Anyway, I'm just gonna show you the file you see here as the imported step file into OrcaSlicer, and the file you see here is the step file. Is the STL file. So step STL. Let's first start with this section here and compare them. So we look at this STL file first, and then we'll compare that with the step file. You can see a lot more ridges here. You can see artifacts on top here. That could be a bug in Fusion 360 when it exports it. Let's look at the corner. Corners are important because it's supposed to be round, and that is where step files are supposed to be better. This is the STL file. Look at this and look at the side here. Now I've zoomed in as much as I can now. Now I'm going to zoom in as much as I can on this side. This is the step file. Look at the corner here. And look at the edge. Even if you look from here, you can tell that this looks so smooth on the corner. This one looks grainy as hell. Now let's see something else. Let's inspect the letters of the step file. These are the letters of the step file. Does that look like something you would like to print? Now look at the letters of the high resolution STL file. This is the STL file, which people say is bad for printing. And then we're going to look at the back side, the curvature here. There is an overhang here. So that's the overhang of the step file. And then you have the overhang of the STL file. So what happens when we slice this? Let's see. We slice that plate. Apparently looks similar. But the actual printing can differ based on the model's apparent resolution. So I don't know about you guys, but I will not stop using STL files anytime soon, at least as long as I'm using Fusion 360. Feel free to comment, make up your own mind, and I just say take with a grain of salt that people say you cannot use STL files because for me that is a really high resolution object, and when you export it correctly from Fusion 360. And I do that by using the function where you go and you select an object, file, print, and then you can select the preview to see the mesh. That's the standard one, and I just reduce the resolution to increase the number of faces that it exports with, and it looks like this. Then press OK, and then it is exported as an STL file in high resolution. So thanks for watching. Please like and sub, and see you in the next one.